That's why. There we go. How we doing, everybody? What's going on, Nick? What is up? We got 7 people up in the house. How is everyone tonight? I did post the link. If anybody does want to hop up, they can. Other than that, what's going on, everybody? What is? That's what I wanted. 1 week into January. 1 week into January. Yeah. Why? What's up with the post office, Nick? Probably not going to get a lot of people in chat tonight. Thousand Air Radio is on right now. He's a pretty popular dude. We do have 8 people up in here, though. Pretty happy about that. Let's go, 8 people. What's going on, Sky? Yeah. There's some pretty bad weather going on right now in some states, man. So, I won one of these. Over on Stacker's Corner tonight. So that makes 2. Somebody in my chat asked me about one of these last night, and I told him I didn't have a second one. But now I have the second one. He wanted to trade me for something. I don't know what he wanted to trade me for. But yeah, that was pretty cool. What never said, Nick? I forget what he said. I forget who it was. But hopefully he pops over tonight. No, I never said what he wanted to trade me. He just said he wanted to trade. One 112 people in Thousand Air Radio's room. That's a lot of people. Hi, Donna. I would die if I had that many people in my room right now. That'd be sick. There we go. Yeah, that's a lot of people. That would be awesome. Maybe one day. We'll get there. What do you mean never keep up, Nick? Terry Carlisle, help welcome in. Yeah, I know you're here already. David Carlisle, how you doing, buddy? We got Nick, we got Donna in here. It says we got 9 people watching. 13. Got some lurkers. Got some lurkers. That's alright, I'll take the lurkers. L, how are you doing, L? Dude, he had like 250 in his room the other day. He's a pretty popular guy. What's going on, Frank? I'll tell you, L, 1,000 would be glorious. That would be amazing. Well, I'm almost to 3,000 watch hours. That's pretty cool. I think I'm in like 600 something subs. 664 it says. So we're getting there. It's a slow burn. It is a slow burn. We're 2/3 of the way there, guys. 2/3 of the way there and 3/4 of the way there on watch hours when it comes to full monetize. No, you're doing a great job. I know you're trying, Nick. You guys, you're all amazing. How you doing, Frank? So Silver goes up, gets smacked down. Goes up, gets smacked down. Somebody was calling for Silver to drop into the 40s this year. I seriously do not see that happen. They're talking about silver dollar, $40 silver after the Great Reset. What up, Hidden? Donna, you're amazing. If silver dropped to $60, I'd trade in my gold for silver. Literally, I would trade in all of my gold right now. Hi, Terry. Welcome back. Yep, I would literally trade in all of my gold for silver. Only because I know it's going to bounce and shoot back up at one point. And I'm 10, 15 years out, so I'd be fine with more silver instead of gold. It's nice to have the gold, don't get me wrong, but if the GSR got over 80, over 100 again, I'd be trading it in. That'd be something I would be definitely interested in. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. I got to get something to drink. My mouth is getting dry. All right, you guys, I'm going to tell you something, but you can't laugh at me, okay? Because I actually, well, you can laugh. It's okay. It's kind of funny, actually. So I was late to work today. Hate being late to work. I'm a manager, so being late to work's not good. Doesn't look good on me. So I hate being late to work. But do you want to know why I was late to work today, you guys? My coworkers laughed at me. They thought it was pretty funny. I forgot my teeth. Forgot my teeth. Had to turn around and drive back to get my teeth. I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, it is kind of funny if you think about it. I know I won't forget him ever again, damn it, but I'll sure start driving about 10 minutes. I'm thinking about it and I'm rubbing my tongue around my mouth, and I'm like, shit. Had to get off the highway, turn around, drive home to get my teeth, then go back to work. I was only like 5 minutes late, but still. Flipping late because I forgot my teeth at home. Pretty crazy. Yes, hurrah, David. Hurrah. I'm sure Donna's laughing because she's done it herself. She said, yep, already laughing. Kind of weird. I mean, just a realization that I still can't use my teeth, with the realization that I have no teeth and fake ones, and I can leave home without my teeth, and it's just a weird realization. That's all. Oh, I don't really care what people think, and I can talk without my teeth in as well. But I am at a job that I get paid to, so it makes it easier to do my job when my teeth. That's all. It's what happens when you get dressed in the dark. I've done that before. Not the exact same thing, but with socks, um, with shirts. 'Cause I used to work at a bank. Fortunately, most of my color schemes all matched. So when I did mismatch, I still just pulled it off. But I don't prep like that. I know what I'm gonna wear, but I don't lay it out. I don't have that kind of patience. Well, I didn't have that kind of patience at the time. Now I got all kinds of fucking patience. It's kind of crazy. When you almost when you almost die, you just have a different perspective on everything when it comes down to it. Are you really rolling on the floor, Nick? Are you? Yeah. I already know what I'm gonna wear. I just don't set it out the night before. Because I'll be honest with you, Nick, I've been laughing like that before. So hard that my cheeks hurt, my stomach hurt to smile the whole time. What do I enjoy collecting lately? I've been in the cards lately too. I've kind of been into some cards lately. I just I've been pretty happy getting some cards. I'm gonna take these cards and I'm gonna sell them, and then I'm gonna buy a medal with them because I've got some pretty high valued cards that I got for really cheap. Like I have one card that would pay for all the cards that I have acquired in the last 6 months. I will show you some here in a minute, Hidden. They're football cards, though, to answer your question. What's going on, Peter? In a second here, when I'm done with my safety meeting, I'll break them out for you and I'll show you some stuff. Neil, what's going on? Of course, everybody's having a great evening. They're hanging out with the humble stacker, man. You guys are all here because you know you're gonna. I appreciate. I appreciate all y'all. But I don't know if you heard. I told Nick earlier. I won one of these. Now, who asked me? Do you guys remember who asked me about this last night in chat? Was that you, Hidden? Okay, you wanted a trade, right? Okay, so Hidden, I won one of these on Stacker's Corner tonight, and they're sending it to me. And I told you I wouldn't trade it to you yesterday because I only had one. Hey, OC, what's going on? But now I'll have two. So email me if you want to trade. We'll talk. You would almost think so, but I don't know. Because I told you I wouldn't trade because I only had one. Well, now I've got two. So I will share the wealth if you want, my friend. These are the copper rounds I told you I picked up yesterday as well. They were sitting over on my table. One's a buffalo. I want to see what this other one is because I've never seen the back of that eagle. Oh, that is a Remember the Alamo token. Buffalo round. Remember the Alamo. What's going on, my brother? And then you got your. I'm gonna put them back in the plastic here. What's going on, my brother? Oh, we got some players in the house now. 17 people up in here. What's going on? OC, how you doing, man? I put the link in chat. Anybody wants to pop up? You'll do some horse trading for that copper lib. That's funny because Hidden wants to trade for that copper lib too. Listen, Neil, I'm telling you, I've been talking about copper. It's starting to come to fruition. It's crazy. You can't find copper on any website right now. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. To say that copper is going to make a move would be crazy, but to say that silver would have been at $80 an ounce would have been crazy too. That they locked you up, threw a set, or threw you in a rubber room and said you were crazy. They really would have threw the book at you if you just said $80 silver anytime last year. People would have literally called you nuts and never listened to another word you said. So I'll be that guy. Copper will make a move. I'm calling it now. I called it last night. I called it the night before. I'm telling you, copper's going to make a move. How big? I don't know, but it's going to make a move. I'm telling you. I'm telling everybody right now. You're all listening. It is expensive. Why? Do you want to get a tungsten gold coin? I heard those ping like a fish on the deck. This thud, thud. They pink like crap. I wouldn't be selling my silver. I'm holding. I mean, you got to do what's right for you, Peter. But I would do your due diligence. Right now, I can tell you that we are in the middle of a precious metals war and commodities war, and it's all about. there's just a lot of shit going on. But honestly, I wouldn't be selling my silver anytime soon. I'm gonna wait for the GSR to really get low if that's the case. You have a tungsten coin, purple kind of cool. That's cool. I've never had tungsten, but I do know the good faked gold coins are tungsten cord. Yeah, I hear you there. However, you know, if if anything, that's the only thing I've ever agreed that Trump has ever spewed out of his head. But that's just me. See, David. I mean, I even heard a prediction of silver getting down to single digits. Now, I don't know if that would ever come to truth, but and that was from somebody who is on maybe was on Stacking Surfers channel. But Peter something was talking about Peter. It was shit. Everybody's been talking about all kinds of stuff. But the GSR is going to have to get a whole lot lower for me to start trading in silver. I was tempted the other day. I have silver set aside for right where ready to go. See, my silver is my savings account, and if I can make my savings account grow, then I will. But if silver dips like somebody predicted earlier, silver's going to dip into the 40s coming up this year. If silver dips into the 40s, I'm trading all my gold in for silver. That's if I can catch it on time. Yeah, I mean it's supposed to get low. And even if I caught it on the rise up, I'm still catching it on the rise shortly after the lowest low. So I'm still maximizing as much as possible, opposed to rushing down there and doing it now and only getting, an ounce of gold for 60 ounces of silver, whatever the GSR is. That's smart, Peter. That's smart. My daughter, I give my daughter silver dimes and 50-cent pieces, and I gave two coworkers an ounce of silver a year ago, and I told them when it gets $100 to go cash it out and buy something and think of me. Right? Well, I get $80 recently or $83 recently, so $100 is right around the corner for those guys. I thought it was super cool that you know it's as high as it, especially for somebody like that. He'll just go sell it. What's up, brother?
What's going on, boss?
Not much, just chilling.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
Oh,
having a
been a
good night.
long freaking day.
Hold on a second. There we go. That's better. I had YouTube open too, so I could post things.
Yeah, I got my tablet working. Took me a minute. We've been changing systems over in the house, going from Xfinity to AT&T. The fiber optic shit hasn't completely gone over yet. She still got to figure out some work. So I'm still running on the old system. So I got kicked off for a minute. So I had to go in there and you know redo my tablet so it would pull up, what it still here is existing.
So OC wants to know how the turtle's coming along.
I haven't touched it. It's still sitting. I got the entire weekend off, so I'll be able to start busting some shit out. I got to get the bear's head done. I got to do the turtles. I know I got a couple turtles that need to go out. I need to get Liberties stamped up.
By.
I got to get Liberties stamped up and packaged up. Yours, I gotta. Do you want me to wait till I do the turtle, or do you want me to just send your other package out?
Oh no, just save on shipping. Send it all at the same time.
All right.
Yeah, don't spend extra on shipping. Just save it. Just send it all at the same time.
Not a problem. All right. So does everybody know that Liberty is not going to be here Sunday? Have you talked
Uh,
about that?
no, I haven't had a chance to yet.
Well, we should bring that up so everybody knows, and we're going to postpone it till next week.
Postpone the giveaway.
Yes.
So yeah, the giveaway is being postponed until next week. I was actually gonna make a short about it, or make a post about it. But yeah, so the giveaways posted is going to be done next week by LBS. He's not going to be there Sunday, so uh, we can either go two or we can, do an open stage. But if OC wants to hop up, that would be cool. If anybody else wants to hop up, you guys are all more than welcome.
Yeah, show will go on as usual. That's not an issue. Me and you can just sit down here and bullshit.
Yeah, I mean we've ran many a live, so we can definitely.
So that's not an issue. But I want to make everybody aware that the giveaway has been put off because Liberty has got everything all set up. We've got the wheel. He's got everything else going. I don't want to cheat him out of that. This was his giveaway, but I'm just supplying the object. This is something that he's doing, and I don't want him getting cheated out of it. So we can wait a week. It gives everybody else more time to come in and join in
and comment on the video. Because that's what you got to do in order to be entered is comment on the video. Drew Shepard, welcome in. A3, have a good night, man. But yeah, and like I said, anybody can pop up. OC, you're more than welcome. If you did want to pop up, you're always welcome to pop up. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait a week for the giveaway. Who knows? Maybe me and Donnie will come up with something on our own. Who knows? But
you never know.
You never know. We have a tendency to pop around and do stuff on the pop-up anyways when it comes to shit like that. What's up,
yeah. I went back through and I found the video for the live stream, and it was Bart Cummings who did win, the 82 set.
Bart Cummings.
So I put it out there for him. I posted it, and it's been shared. So all he needs to do is just send me his, address and shit. That way I can get it out to him.
No problem. He'll I'd be surprised if he didn't pop by tonight. He normally pops by in all my lives. So we'll see how it goes.
But he just needs to shoot me an email and give me a place to send it.
For sure. OC is more than welcome to come up and say what he's got to say. See, there's Bart right there.
Bart,
you won. Show him again. He'll make you big.
Unless I'm wrong, I mean, I went through the video and it said, Bart Cummings had won it, unless something else happened. I believe you were the winner of the 1982 proof set.
So, Bart, what you need to do is you need to email Cartier.
Nobody else has said anything to me, about, well, I won it. So I went back and I looked at the video. And your name was the first one that popped up. So my email is right in front of you. CartierSilver9@gmail.com.
Email Cartier so he can send you out that proof set, bro. Don't be sorry. He just wanted to make sure you got it.
Oh, Ellie popped it up there too. Thanks, Ellie. Yeah, it's a nice proof set. I got a few of them. I bought a bunch of proof sets and, stuff like that for giveaways. I got a whole box full of stuff.
I gotta grab something real quick. Alright. Ooh, Rhonda, you're pissing me off already. I'm gonna knock you around, bitch.
She dropping shit again?
Gold again, of course. Alright, so, Hidden, you still in chat?
So, here's the turtle.
There's the turtle.
Here's Liberties. And this is going to be the Gaw when
Nice.
Liberty comes back next week. This is a Pac-Man Arcadia Classic.
No, that one's
This
my
is a
turtle,
zero-
bro.
This is a 02 of 250. Let me make sure my volume is turned down here. I'm hearing a little bit of, no, I'm good here. What, that's a 02 of 250. Which is a nice little card.
We got a guest on stage, bro.
What's up, my brother OC?
What's happening? Trying to.
How you doing, man?
I am doing good. Been a long day. Went to the smelter today.
Yeah, what'd they say? They didn't want to buy it?
Oh, yeah. I had good stuff for them to get. I'm trying to figure out my stage how it works. Everything's backwards. I have to learn. Hang on. I want to go that way. I got to show off all my cool pieces. Yeah, this he took me in the back room and showed me all the silver that came in today. He had a 55-gallon drum full plus 2 5-gallon pails next to his desk full of silver. Insane.
Wow.
Insane.
Hidden, I pulled out a bunch of cards I wanted to show you. I've been asking if you were here. You asked for me to show you some stuff, and I just wanted to show you. These are all the patch cards I got. Patches, rookie sweaters. Next time you're in, I'll show you them because you asked me to pull them out. So I did get to them. I was asking for you, but if you got to go to bed, bro, night. We'll see you later. I'll show you this stuff later. He had a 55-gallon barrel of Constitutional, is what L asked. OC?
Say that again? Yeah, I'm trying to
Was
read.
it a 55-gallon barrel of Constitutional?
No. Mostly Sterling and just, I'm talking like Comex sized bars, huge bars.
Wow. That's
People are
big.
cashing in and people are buying too. I mean, it's insane. I've seen some of these videos that are up. It's like shops are getting empty. It's like it's gone as soon as they get it. You got all these FOMOs out there who are just, they're coming into the shops and buying everything.
I don't really have a local LCS. I don't have any place to go to. I go down to Tangible when I do business with them, but that's just for my coins. I don't do bullion with them. They buy too cheap, and I buy it cheaper on the streets than I ever find it in my LCS. So I
No,
don't know what
that's
people.
not a lie.
What's that?
I said that's not a lie. I mean, I buy stuff cheaper on YouTube with all my friends and my people that I know
Yeah.
than rather than go to an LCS.
So so the last couple of days I've been putting together. We have a group of guys that we share our booth with, because they ask a ton of money for booths at these coin shows. So we usually bring two, three, four of us into these booths, and we all split the cost so we don't have to eat it so much. And I was with my guy today up in LA, and he goes, "Hey, I want to get in." I said, "Why don't you guys come share the booth with us?" So essentially, we can be taking our silver in right there, and then basically turning around and flipping it right to them. So it might be kind of a win-win for us. So we're gonna have a sit-down meeting next week and find out if that's gonna work for us. For them, they want to do it, and we want to do it. So pretty sure that's gonna come together, which would be kind of
Sounds
nice.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to lock down the booth in this space so we can start advertising it so people can come see us. But we'll see what happens.
That would be cool. Hey, Peter, I had a Billy Ripken rookie card where at the bottom of the baseball bat it says "fuck you." I had that rookie card. And Colorado, welcome in.
Hang on, I saw something back here. I'm trying to go through the chat here. Someone's asking me about my cream. I'm trying to figure out who the heck was that. Hang on a second.
Saint Nick.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I saw it there. Then I got busy. And it took me a while to find my tablet because I put everything away and put all my stage away because I wasn't planning on doing any YouTube this week. But I figured since Humble won my copper Libertad on My Silver Journey show tonight.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was very cool.
Yeah, I just mentioned to him that I had one and that they were pretty and they were awesome. And I saw my name, it rolled by twice and then rolled and then one more name skipped by and then it picked my name again. I thought that was pretty cool. I was pretty excited.
Yeah, did you see my comment? Every time I see you, on Whatnot and on YouTube, I always see you winning all the time.
Yeah, well, on Whatnot, I'm extremely lucky there. But on YouTube, it's been a while since I've won a Gibby. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But yeah, this is the one that I have.
Yeah, that's cool. I've got some. I just picked up a couple of 5-ounce coppers, so I'll take a picture of it. You got my number. We can chat. I'll show you what I got. Maybe we can do some horse trading, or if you want silver or whatever, we can figure something out.
Okay.
So, see, you're starting to become an actual YouTuber here.
Yeah, man. Look at you. You got coins out and stuff.
Oh, I just threw it on top of my table that sits behind my desk and just hooked up my tablet real quick. But most of the time, I have to clear everything off because I'm doing a lot of stuff on my table that all this stuff is sitting on. I don't know how much I'm going to do this. I mean, I just like chat with you guys. Cartier, you and I have done business and done some projects together, and I love all the silver I get from you. So, I just
I
enjoy
appreciate
chatting.
that.
So instead of picking up the phone and chat with you, I'm just going to do it on YouTube.
No, that works. That works. And I
Okay.
I love it when you're on stage. I always love hearing what you have to say. So, what do you feel about the speculation about them doing a reset on cash and either trying to strengthen the dollar or come up with a different currency?
There's a lot of ways to look at that. My personal feeling and what's going on with it, I don't want to see the U.S. dollar fail. But
Well, I don't think anybody does, but you have to take in mind how much people have moved away from it as well. So, like, what are they going to do?
well, the folks like all of us, we're smart because we see the writing on the wall. We're paying attention to what's going on in the financials. We see what happened with the when we went and grabbed Maduro. That wasn't about oil. That wasn't about drugs. That was about the silver that they had, because China cut us off from selling us the silver, and it left all of our people who are brokering and short sales and doing naked shorts on the Comex are getting jacked around. So
They have 600. They're speculating they have 600,000 Bitcoin too. That would be that's like more than double of what we have as a Bitcoin reserve.
I just had a pretty good discussion with one of my clients that came by tonight to pick up some of my CBD cream. He runs a pretty successful cryo. What's that with that cold chamber, Cairo something?
Cryogenics.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a big old company. He's got a bunch of that stuff, and a lot of his clients use my stuff along with his Cairo, and it works wonders for him. So he came and picked up 4 or 5 ounce bottles tonight, and so we were sitting there talking about what's going on with it. And he's heavy into crypto and he's also into silver. But I just kind of put it down to basics, and I don't put a lot of um, I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong analogy I'm using here, but uh,
Well,
I'm 62 years old. And
we're in uncharted territory right here
well,
with
I don't.
everything. We are in uncharted territory with gold, with silver, with Venezuela, with what might happen with Cuba, Colombia, and now it's
we're
going to
in a
affect,
metal-
China and Russia and everything else. So
We're in
we're
a
in
war.
a whole new thing. No, it's not going to be a war, but
No,
we can
it
definitely
is a
squash.
war.
We can definitely squash, what China's plans are for Taiwan, because if they're not getting any oil from Venezuela, they're screwed.
Well, that's not the point I was making. I was
I
going
know
in a
that.
completely opposite direction. So what we were talking about is we've talked about this at nauseum on Surfer's channel, that when they go after us, they're not going to go after you and me who are stacking gold and silver and have guns. They're going to go after the crypto market and the people that are going to lose their money when the EMPs or whatever's going to strike and basically rob the American people is going to be crypto, in my opinion. And the crypto people, I'm sure, will have plenty to say about it, and that's fine and dandy. But my simple analogy is always the same thing. You walk in with your crypto, and I'll walk in with my silver. Let's see who walks out with food and who doesn't. It's that
You
simple.
don't own it, you don't hold it. You don't
Yeah.
hold it, you
So
don't own it.
yeah, like I said, I don't try to be a broken record about it, but that's just my point of view. And people can either say yeah or no or disagree, and that's okay. I'm never gonna stop buying and selling silver and gold ever, and platinum for that matter. So, I'll come up and chat with you guys about it. I'll always give my opinion about it, but that's, I'm retired. All I do is sit here and watch news and see what's going on. I watch what's going on around the world. I listen to other stackers like you guys and get your points of view on it. And at the end of the day, I'm just telling people just keep stacking. You can't go wrong. At least right now. Now, if the world turns around, if the tariff money starts coming in, if we stop taxing Social Security and no tax on tips and all that stuff comes to fruition, they start getting rid of the 3-letter agencies in the government and less government and more for the people, then that's going to strengthen the dollar and getting people, putting their money back in the bank. But right now,
Yeah, but
everybody on this panel and everybody in chat, none of us are keeping but the bare minimum of dollar bills to pay our bills every month in our bank accounts.
the
Guaranteed.
left is not going to let that happen.
My money goes into my stack.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So
Yeah, my bank account is empty all the time.
Yeah.
Mine's not empty. I keep a minimum balance in there just because, I don't like to get to see it go down to below a certain amount, but I just keep it there. I put it in there enough just to pay my bills, and there's a little extra there in case an emergency comes up, or you keep enough in there to cover if you forget that you wrote a check or something. But
Yeah.
For the most
But
part.
even at that, I mean, I keep my bank account limited. I will hold hard cash. You know, because I live in Florida, and when you have hurricanes and you're without power for 2 weeks, and the ATMs and all that shit's not working anymore, and your card doesn't work, you still got to buy groceries, you still got to pay bills, so you got to have some hard cash, at least hanging around.
Yeah, you keep enough cash at the house for reserves. I've been through my step by step, but like I said, we're all on a different journey. I've gotten to where I'm good with where I'm at as far as cash reserves. If something happens, metals reserve, what I keep at the house and what I keep in storage, vaulted. So I'm good. I'm good. So I just continue to add to it. That's all I do, and I try to give deals along the way. And when my phone rings and I can pick up a big amount, then I try to pass it on to you guys. But boy, silver's all over the place. I'm unless I get a decent deal on it, you know,
It's hard to
I'm kind
lock. It's hard to lock in a price, honestly, especially since it's 81 day, 77 the next. It is all over the place right now.
yeah.
Yeah, well,
I bought a tube
that,
of 20 on Sunday for $75, and come Monday morning. Or was it Tuesday? I can't remember. It dropped down to 71. I'm going, well, it's okay. I just throw it in there until it goes back up. 2 days
Life
yeah,
later, it's
it'll go
70.
back up.
accurate.
2 days later, it's up to $82. Now it's back down to what, 79 and some change or something.
Yeah, life of
70,
a silver
70,
stacker.
70 is our new 30.
Riding the roller coaster.
Hang on a second. I haven't checked.
Hey, Ellie's got a question for all three of us.
Yeah, now it's back down to $75.90. So I don't know. I always set myself floors, but then every 2 weeks it changes. So right now, the most I've ever paid for silver is $75 an ounce. So.
Question for the three of you: thoughts on where platinum and copper is going? Well, I've been talking about copper for a while, so you already know what my thoughts are about copper. Um, if they slow down on the EV market and fire up the catalytic converters again, then you're looking at platinum and palladium possibly going up. Well, not possibly, inevitably going up. Just how high, who knows? That's my theory on platinum and palladium. And you already know how I feel about copper. Copper is going to go up. I think that they're going to realize that they don't have enough copper to do what they're trying to do soon, and I think there's going to be a boom on it. Lynette Zhang was talking about it in her live the other day about how important copper is going to be. Bald Guy Money is talking about copper. A lot of people are talking about copper. I'm surprised that it's taking so long for people to start listening. But what do you think about copper, OC?
I don't deal with it. I don't sell it. I win it and I throw it in my safe. That's all I do. And the pre-82 pennies, if I get them, I have a bucket. I throw them in. But uh, to be honest with you, I really don't know how to answer that. I don't. Here's my logic on copper. Do I think that Libertad is worth $25 or $30? That 5 ounce? No, I don't. When I'm looking at copper on the Kitco, and for a pound of it, it's $5.80. So
Understood.
so do I think that's a smart way to do it and buy it and collect it? Uh,
No,
I'm saying it's not for me. I guess
it's
that's all I'm
it's
gonna say
not.
about it.
It's not. It's. I'm not saying like I don't buy copper, right? Like I won the 5 ounce Liberty today. I won that one as a win on whatnot.
Yeah,
But the way I do my wins on whatnot is when I win the chaser, all the money I spent running to it, I count to that one thing, and anything I got picked up at that point is all free.
there
So
you
all
go.
the copper you see, except for this piece right here, has been all been free, except for the Everest. The Everest I spent $11 on, right? But all the other copper up there has all been free. So I
Yeah,
don't actively buy copper. It's won for me essentially, or given to me. So I'll stack it. I have the space for it, and if it makes a move like I think it's going to, those could be the next 5 ounce silvers. You know, who knows? But they'll have to do a lot to make that happen. They'd have to make copper a precious metal. They'd have to start trading it by the ounce instead of the pound. There's a lot of things that would have to happen for that to happen.
So just to give you an idea, copper's 36 cents an ounce.
I get it.
So when you sit there and look at 5 ounces, okay, so let's call it, let's say so times five.
It's $1.80.
That's $1.81 and 55 cents. So I just don't deal with it because for me it's not worth the time or bother.
I
It's
get
cool
it.
that we win them. Do I think that's a cool looking piece? Yes, I do. The only reason I want it is because I have so much copper that when I do the coin show, I'm going to throw it all in a cabinet. If people want to buy it, then have at it. I don't stack it. I don't put much effort into it. I'm no different. If I win it, it's awesome. And then thank you for the gift. But
Yeah.
it's not something I'm certainly not gonna put a bunch of copper in my safe and take away from all my storage from all my other metals. It's not worth it.
Nope, I get it. I probably have a little more safe room than you do. Not saying my safe is bigger. I'm saying my stack is smaller. So,
it's all good, brother.
so
Which safe you want to talk about? He's probably
Yeah.
got 7 of them.
yeah, see that's the thing, right? So, for me, it's not a matter of storage space for me, and I get that. I
Yeah.
got probably about, I don't know, about 250 ounces of copper. Not that I actively stack it, but it's just sitting in tubes, just stashed in the safe. But
It's good weight.
yeah, it's really good weight. It'll make somebody have a hernia if they try to steal my safe. So so they'll never get away with it because they'll never be able to carry the metal out after that because they'll hurt themselves. So I'm not worried about that to that point. I'm just saying that, you know, if it makes a move, because this is all free to me anyways, and I can sell that copper round right there for $30 one day, why not?
Yeah, if copper never does if they revalue it, will copper go up? I'm sure, but then a lot of people don't understand that they sell it, but they price it by the pound. They don't understand that you don't go by the troy ounce, you go by the pound.
Oh yeah,
So
like
it's a
this
different
is a
weight.
Yeah,
400.
you go to buy ADP.
This is a
Yeah.
458% premium. Just buy it for $2, right? I mean that's insane.
Yeah, and I know there's manufacturing costs and production and all that kind of nonsense, but to me, it's not worth my time to deal with it. I mean, do I want to sell 500 pounds to make $6? No.
No, no, I get it.
So, but we're all, like I said again, we're all on different journeys. I've been stacking since 1970, and most of you guys I've talked to have been stacking for less than 10 years. So, like with I consider myself a dub C in that same category. We just been doing it for a minute, and there's many years where I laid off of it for a lot of years. I had one kid, I had two kids, I had one house, I had two houses. I had other priorities, but now that all that's calmed down, the kids are growing up, and I'm kind of bored. So this is what I do. I can't sit. I haven't turned my TV on in 5 years. I don't. I get bored stiff of TV. So this keeps me busy. I found with it. I research. I learn. I listen to different people talk about financials, what's going on in the world. The nonsense going on in Minnesota. I mean, there's just so much unrest. There's just a funk in the air right now, brother. And this is just the games that China's playing, what the BRICS nations is up to. I mean, like I said,
So you're kind of going back to where I was coming from before.
yeah. Well, I was trying to get across the crypto thing that I
You
don't
know,
own
all
one. I don't.
all of this is going to make a big difference in what metals are going to cost.
All I gotta say,
I mean, right now, an ounce of silver is worth more than a barrel of gold, a barrel of oil. I mean,
Yeah, I was just watching that before
isn't
you
that
guys
freaking
went
crazy or
live.
what?
Well, I mean, here again, this is just how do you measure and how do you gauge and how do you predict? It's almost impossible. That's why you guys have heard me 100 times. I'm a broken record. I don't predict. What do I think? That's something different. If we follow logic and what should happen, but then, we have an EMP, we have a black swan event. There's always something to kick the can down the road, brother. So this
Yeah,
should
it
happen,
changes every day.
but will it happen? And then now I keep hearing people thinking that silver is going to go back down to 40. What is your logic on that? What are you gauging that on? Tell me what
I
brought you
know.
to that
No.
type of thing. I don't. None of it when they spews it out of their mouth, it makes no sense to me because none of
So
that.
you've heard that too, right?
Well, I have, but I think it's a bunch of nonsense.
We
It's,
said
it's never going to happen.
when everything gets revaluated, silver is going to be around $40 an ounce. Now, if that did happen, it would only be there for just a spit of a second before it got jumped back up because of the demand that it has. I mean, I just couldn't imagine it would be down there for very long.
Yeah, I don't
With
know
all
how
this AI stuff going on, it's not going to happen. I mean, you know how many tons and tons and tons of silver it's going to take to create this AI base that we want to create in the United States and beat China and beat everybody else? I mean, it's going to take tons of silver.
Yeah. And like I said, you always see my stage, and you're always going to see in the background the other precious metal that you need at all times in a good stockpile of in those blue boxes.
Yeah.
So
Very
I'm saying
strange.
I'm saying something without saying something every time I put my stage up. I'll always have some kind of. I just happened to pick that up recently, so that's why it's out. I haven't put it away yet.
Well, there
But
are other channels out there telling people to sell their silver too, which is, that's just crazy for a
well,
channel.
Gold,
Silver.
gold.
That's nuts. Peter, I wouldn't be selling my silver. I'd be holding it. I'd be acquiring it right now. It's only in the process of going to be shooting up again, in my opinion. So, and plus, I'm on a 15-year timeline, so I'm not looking to sell. I will trade up if it gets to a certain point. If I can trade up, I will. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm still 15 years out before I even think about doing anything with my silver. Ultimately, if I can afford it to. But then again, it's my savings account. It's not my retirement. This is my savings account. It's just adding to my retirement.
If you get the right GSR, I mean, then there's something else to talk about. I mean, if you get down like below 50 to 1, hell yeah. I mean, the only thing that concerns me is how gold is just kind of like holding right now. She's not really moving. Silver has outpaced gold incredibly. I mean, silver is up 115% just this year.
well, last year.
I don't know what the
All right,
GSR
last
is
year.
right now.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just busting your chops, brother.
I know. You're the one who wants to dot the I and cross the T.
Well, like I said, I just discussed my strategy, but my strategy is I'm 62, and am I working on my exit strategy now? I'm still building, but if the GSR hits 50, I am going to liquidate 10% in exchange for gold, no doubt. And then when it hits 45, I'm going to do another 10, and when it hits 40, I'm going to do another 10. So I'm not liquidating or going dramatic. I'm just making lateral moves in my metal stack.
No, you just take a little bite. That's all.
The
Yeah.
GSR is 58.3 to 1.
Yeah, it's been going up a little bit, so it was pretty. It got pretty doggone close to 50 there because Surfer, when it got to like the 52, he called me up. He goes, "Are you changing at 50?" And I said, "Yep." So how it's going to work logically for me is I'm going to find stackers like you that are 15, 20, 25 years younger than me that can ride the silver wave up. I'm going to cash out and just go gold. That way it's easier for me to move around and easier for my family to liquidate if something ever happens to me.
Yeah, and I know that I could be buying silver off you for years before I have to worry about you running out. So
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just going to do a straight, no premiums on either side. Here's my 50 ounces of silver. Here's your 2 ounces of gold.
Yeah, that's money right there.
Yeah, that's just business.
You ain't
That's,
wrong.
that's a 10-ounce bar ping. This thing rings so nice. I love this thing. Anyways, go
I,
on.
I actually just got one of those bars. How funny. Hang on, let me see if I can dig it out. I do that thing.
You just got one? You bought it from somebody else? I love that bar. That's my favorite bar.
Yeah, I do have it right here. Here, hang on. I'll put it on screen for you. So I bought. What did I do? One of my customers needed to liquidate some silver and gold to buy a new truck, and so we bought a bunch of these bars. Well, we got one type of bar, and I didn't really care what they were. So Surfer wanted the type of bars that he was trading, so I just basically horse traded with him. I said, I don't care what you give me, silver is silver, and I don't care. So let's see if I can do this right. Yep, there it is. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
I just got this too. I got this. When was this? Tuesday night, I think.
Let me see the
So
backside.
build your ounce. When it shows backwards, doesn't it?
No, it's right.
No, you're good.
Yep. There
Build
you
your
go.
wealth in ounces.
Yeah, no, I love that bar.
Yeah. Yep. So it's on. So I got that bar.
Bye, Terry.
So I basically got 10 of these. So this is the other bar. I got a bunch of these. These are my favorite. This is at the Royal Canadian Mint.
Yeah, those are nice.
These are Costco specials. What's on the back? The back's just kind of plain. So I got that type of bar. I got this. Do you guys like these things?
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
bad.
Silvertown?
Yeah, I got these. Oh yeah, Silvertown. Yep, there's a back right there. I didn't even look at them. I just grabbed them and threw them in the safe. I didn't even. So I got that bar, and I got a bunch of these 5 ouncers. He gave me some of these. These are the ones that are the quarters. So this
Yeah,
one's
Oh,
been.
that's cool.
I've seen
That
those.
one's been. What else?
Is that a 5 ounce or two?
Yeah. Then I get I get these silly things. Like these are. Don't ever pay for a premium on these silly things. I bought this $4 back a spot.
No, all my slabs I've won for $20 or less.
No, you're paying for the slab. Why the hell would you pay for
Yeah.
a slab?
Exactly. So that's why I try to tell people: don't buy this nonsense. It's ridiculous because when you go to get liquidate out of it, you're gonna come see me at the coin show, and we're just gonna price it like other bullion. We don't care.
Oh yeah, they don't care.
Unless you got something serious, it doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah. So
I'm sure
anyhow,
my LCS will give me more for the graded slabs, but I'm only talking like $3 or $4 over spot. It's nothing extravagant, And honestly, if I get $3 or $4 over spot, that is one less ounce of silver I gotta sell when I trade it out.
have you seen these before?
I have.
This is a horse trade. I said I gotta. I'll show you all this since we're doing something on YouTube. I might as well. These are pretty cool. That's the front and back of it. And then I won this one too, but I'm not in. This is the kind of stuff I'm not into at all. Skulls and death and all that kind of stuff. That's just not my.
It's not your
Not
cup
my.
of tea.
It's just not for me. I don't collect the stuff. I have Reckless on the table. I love his patriotic pours are phenomenal. And then I bought one of these for T-Bird, but I thought it was so doggone cool. I bought another one. I figured, well, I'll just horse trade with somebody if they want it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I don't know if these are still on Whatnot. I don't. I told you I got rid of my Whatnot. I wiped it off my phone. I'm done. Anyhow,
Yeah. Well, you have a lot of silver up there right now.
we're on my table.
Yeah. You show me that FG pour again, would you? I love that piece.
No, I love this piece too. Take it out of the stand. Then this is actually this is the one I'm most proud of. I love this one right here. This is very cool.
Oh, the St.
Um,
Jude auction one. That's cool.
yeah, so that's bad. I put this side out, but the here I'll put the other one up in a second. But FG makes these things so tight. But this there's the other side of it. But I like the St. Jude's part of it, so I put that out. But that's the other side of it.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the coolest piece ever, man.
Wow. Yeah. 3D printer, man.
Yeah, I need
3D
to.
printer.
I should probably just make this my channel pour and just have him have FG do something on it. And I just gave him a smoking deal on 70 ounces of silver, so maybe I can have him do some stuff for me. I don't know. I'll have to chat with him, I guess.
Yeah, he beat it. He, I'm sure he'd work with Yanni. He's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, he's great for the community. I think he's a good guy. So let's see if I can put this in there. Yeah, it doesn't really fit. Anyhow. So anything good happened today? I've been gone all day. I went to LA up to my smelter and dealt with him today. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, we had one really good thing happen today.
What happened today?
Oh, Liberty has broken loose of Marilyn Monroe, and she's on her way to my house.
Yeah, I've been seeing people showing those. I think Stack That Gold has one of those things too. I think. Where'd I get this from?
But he's getting this baby instead.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me make it big.
Oh, there you go.
He's getting that puppy. This came from his refrigerator magnet that he had. Used to keep it on his desk, just for show and tell. I told him, I said, send it to me. So he sent it to me, and I poured it out of silver. And this is 3.43. And it was like a Merry Christmas present to him, because he's helped me with all my new stickers.
Oh,
I don't know if
nice.
you saw those yet. All my new stickers. And he's doing poker chips and stuff for me. So he's kind of like my personal buyer. So I wanted to give him a nice little present saying thank you. And he's like, oh, well, I got to give you something in return. I said, I'll take Maryland. And he's like, you know what? He says, I'll do that for you. I'm like, you're kidding me, dude. I said, I'm just joking. He's like, no. He says, I'm going to send it to you. I'm like, all right. Appreciate it. So he did a whole video today of saying goodbye to Maryland. And he even had another video with goodbye Norma Jean.
Really?
But she's on her way here.
That's awesome. And where's he? What state does he live in?
What's that?
Well, that's
He's
right.
in Nevada.
Never mind. I guess I should put two and two together with the Vegas thing.
But yeah, I've been eyeballing Maryland for a long time. And he's like, oh, well, I'll never give it up. I'll never give it up. I'm like, Ben now. How much you want?
I'll be right back, you guys. I get something to drink.
Yeah, no worries. I just went and got iced tea. So, Cardi, are you going to do any more fire hydrants or any projects like that, or those seashells, or are you moving on to bigger and better things?
No, I'm always up to pouring whatever anybody wants.
Really?
I mean, I got a whole little bag of little trinkets and stuff like that. It's like, if you want one, let me know. I'll pour it for you.
Ellie's asking if I
No.
have anything to show him any silver.
I'm trying to make a stock load up of just, but majority of my stock load, nothing is finished. I haven't finished my Sword in the Stone. I haven't finished any of my projects. I'm concentrating on getting everybody else's stuff done. Because I'm working 40 plus a week. And the hours that I work, I come home at 11 o'clock at night. It's hard to do anything in the house. The rest in the morning, I'm just sleeping. I'm trying to get some sleep before I even have to freaking go to work. So it's hard to find the time to actually go out there and tinker. Until I got a day off. But I got this entire weekend off, so I'm hoping that I can be able to get some good stuff done.
It's always nice when you get caught up and get all that stuff done out of the way.
Oh, dude, I got so many pokers in the fire. It's unreal. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do, all too well. So there's one. I'm trying to put out some more stuff for Ellie. There's your fire hydrant. This is from, I got that from, that's one of the trolls from Shroom Day. It's got the acorn head. Have you seen those before? These are pretty cool.
I actually poured an acorn. Did you see that?
I did. That's why I thought you would appreciate this, because he took the acorn and did it on his head.
That's cool.
This is his proto. It was on Wounded War or on WWP, so I picked it up.
But I've got the acorn. I've got the peanut. I mean, they still have the sprue on it. I haven't cut them off yet, because that's my personal shit.
I think that's all I got this week. Yeah, that's all I got.
But I think my next big venture is definitely going to be the sea turtle, because everybody loves this damn thing.
You know me, I'm just a turtle. I should bring out. Actually, the next time I do it, I'll pull all my turtles out and put them on display.
I'll probably have to pour another one this weekend. And get my stock build up.
Definitely a winner, bro. That is definitely a winner. That design is awesome, and so many people
FG did a great design on that.
Yeah, when he said, I got this retro design turtle, I'm not sure if you'll like it or not. Let me show you a picture of it. And I was like, that is a winner right there. Send it. And yeah, man, everybody likes that design. That's a perfect one.
Oh, I'll leave it like that. Then I love that Dark Maga that Tiger poured for me. That's another favorite piece. That sits out all the time.
Hey, Cartier, what do you think that turtle's gonna weigh when you cut that button off?
Here, let's give a little hard shot right here. See where we're at, because I know that button is probably a good 2 ounce. Right now, she's at 5.61.
Wow,
that's a chunky monkey right there.
So taking that sprue off of there, that's got to be a good 2 ounce. So she'll probably be like 3.5. Maybe.
I should pull out my Capital Currency. I probably have 30 pours of his. They're all put away.
Yeah, I got a bunch of his pours. I got a lot of his copper pours too.
Yeah, I reached out to him over the holidays to just hope he was doing well. I kind of miss him. He used to go up and talk to us and let us know what was going on with him. And when he goes radio silent, I worry about him.
Yeah, I did the same thing. He just said he said he was doing good. It's like, I did the same thing with Littlefoot. because Littlefoot kind of like disappeared from the scene for a little bit, and I was like, "Hey, dude, you all right? Everything going good?" He's like, "Yeah." He says, "I'm just working hard, getting ready for this Christmas stuff and getting everything done." And it's like, "All right, just checking on you, making sure you're okay."
Yeah, yeah. I don't have any beaver bullion at all. Zero. I don't do any dragon pours. The silver dragons. I met him at a coin show one time.
Yeah, I can tell by the snicker.
And that's all I'm saying. And same with T the silver stacker.
Same with who?
T the silver stacker.
Gotcha. Hmm.
My shit don't stink. Oh,
Yeah.
did I say that out loud?
Yeah, I don't. Eh, I'm trying to do my Christian thing and just keeping my mouth shut. I have an opinion about it, but I'm just gonna keep it to myself. When I go on YouTube, I told myself I don't want to have any beef with nobody. But when you meet these people and they're nothing like what they seem or act like on YouTube versus real life, and I'm sure if people met me and probably could say the same thing. So I just choose to say radio silent.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
I haven't seen the new thing. Have you seen the new Silver Dragons pour or Silver Dragon Silver on SD Bullion OC Stacker L wants to know?
I don't do any. I have nothing to do with that gentleman on any level. Zero. Don't follow him. Don't watch him on YouTube. Don't listen to his opinion. The my personal. I just don't want to get into it. I just know.
I do like Harry's Coin Shop though. I mean, Adrian and all them guys. I mean, they're
I,
pretty cool.
I have met those gentlemen every coin show that in Long Beach. They come out every year because Adrian is from this area. So he comes back and sees family, and he works with the same coin shop that he used to work at before Harry's, before he moved. So both those gentlemen, King Richard, great people. Nothing bad to say about them at all. Good people, down to earth, easy peasy. Um, what you see on YouTube is what you get in real life.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, they are way cool. I can't say the same about the other two gentlemen I met at the same coin show.
Well, that's enough here nor there. It doesn't matter anymore. Let's move on to something else.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
That way you don't
So,
have to even worry about it.
No, I never do,
so
brother.
Saint Nick, that is a capital currency pour. So, I wouldn't send that to him to copy that anyways, because capital currency poured that.
Which one?
The Eagle.
Which eagle are you talking about? Is there one on stage I don't see?
This one right here.
It's on Humbles.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, I think I have. Ellie, I'm gonna have to dig my stuff out. I mean, everything is bagged. It's with the COAs. It's gonna take me a little bit to dig that out, and that's probably not gonna happen for at least a month, probably 2 months, because I got a big presentation coming up on the 15th. I'm introducing 2 new products at the end of this month for my medical company. I got a lot cooking, so I don't know if I'm gonna dig my stuff out anytime soon.
Yeah, because when I was talking to Capital, I bought the large arrowhead that him and his grandfather had found, or his grandfather had found. I bought the lion, and I bought the cowboy and the horse. And I told him, I said I want to pour him out of silver. He says, "Don't you freaking sell them?" I
No,
said, "No, dude, I'm gonna pour him for myself."
yeah, I have the cowboy and the horse. I have the eagle. I have a bunch of his military stuff that he did. I don't think I got any arrows from him. I got hearts from him. Oh wait, I got one right here actually. Hang on. Man, do I feel like digging it out? I do have one of his pieces on my stage. Just I have something from everybody that I've done business with or liked. Hang on a second, I got it right here. I have one of these. I do have one of these. Let's see if
I like the ripple. I always did.
yeah.
That's one of
So
my favorite parts about Forge. If somebody can put a ripple on the backside, I'm all
yeah.
about it.
So Ellie, I got this from Michael Stacking. He and I did some horse trading. And he goes, "Hey, I got this. I don't really." I said, "I know who that is." I said, "I'll take that." So anyhow, and there's nothing on the back.
Is it an ounce?
Yeah, yeah. An ounce or a little over. I don't remember somewhere. Anyhow, I do have some capital out, but all of it's super cool stuff. I keep put away.
Lion. There's the horse. And I got one of his pew pews. Nice little pew pew he did.
I have that same 30-30 lever action as well.
Oh, there it is. I was looking for that.
In
What
real
is
life,
it?
though, right?
Yeah. I got a real one.
That's the Cheshire Cat
Well, that's cool.
from the
Capital with
Cooter
that?
Queen.
30-30 is a nice rifle, but man, it kicks like a mule.
That's right, brother.
That's
I am.
that's the arrowhead his grandfather dug up.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got the one in copper.
Yeah, they're all copper, the ones that I bought from him. The
Oh,
lion head.
gotcha. Okay.
Because I was going to pour him out of silver, and he's like, "Don't you freaking sell them." I'm like, "I ain't gonna." I said, "I want it for myself." There's the horse head you probably have. That's the one
Yep.
you're talking about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Great piece.
But I love that arrowhead.
Yeah, that horse head's pretty sick.
I kind of like that turtle on the sprue, my friend. I might do a special request on that.
Like a couple little
Buttons.
buttons,
I think I have one of
buttons
his
from my
buttons.
brother. And he did these. I
Yeah,
don't know if you saw those or not.
I did.
They all got the transform,
Mm-hmm.
valor, I think it says, protection.
I do
And then
remember those.
I got his little pew pew. I love this thing.
Man, that turtle is sick.
Oh yeah. There's that eagle I sent you. That's cool. Up on stage.
And I got the Cooter Queen.
Who did you get that from?
Oh shit, I can't remember. She doesn't go by Cooter Queen anymore. She was just on here the other night because we were talking about it.
7 stacks? Just kidding.
No, not 7. That's the Chip Queen. Come on.
Sorry, sometimes I love to pick on people, but I do it in a fun way, not in a belittling way.
Oh, somebody out there has got to know. Sherry Ward. Thank you.
David Carlisle with the W.
Sherry Ward was the Cooter Queen.
Yeah, I do give her a hard time as well. I think she's my original stalker when we started bringing that up. I think she was part of that whole thing when there was one day where we just kept being on the same channels. I'm talking like 5, 6, 7 different shows that we went on. So I just made a comment one time. I said, "You ever feel like you're being stalked?" And it kind of grew. It kind of grew from there.
Yeah, you become OC stalker.
Yeah, I know. I think that's hilarious.
I think it's cool as hell.
Yeah, if you can't laugh at yourself, there's something wrong. But I think that's funny when she came up with that. Hey, Saint Nick, I think if you emailed me a while back, I think I sent you out like the same day. I sent you out some zip packs in a folder. If you haven't received it by now, in the next couple of days, just shoot me another email and I'll mail some more out. But Anybody that calls me or emails me and asks for my CBD stuff in the zip packs, I send it out for free.
And it's actually some pretty good shit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Humble's been using it for his cheek. I think. Have you been still using that, Humble,
On my jawline,
on your jaw?
it's pretty raw on my bottom plate after a day of wearing it. It's pretty painful, and so
Yeah.
it's helping. It won't get rid of the pain completely because of how irritating it is and where it is, but it
Yeah.
is definitely helping.
So what it's designed to do is to go after the inflammation which causes your pain. So that's what it's going after. So it will help bring it down. And you can't put too much of that stuff on. You can put it on like every couple of minutes until you start to feel the relief, and then you can stop putting it on, and then you can just maintenance like every couple of hours if you want to.
Yeah, I think the plate actually cuts my gum line. It's not actually just causing inflammation; it's cutting it, and so
Oh,
that's where the additional irritations coming from also. So
okay.
it's not it's not that it's not working because I know it is, but it's just not going to do. It's not going to get rid of the pain completely, but
Not until that.
Ellie. Laugh out loud.
it definitely is helping though.
Yeah. Yeah, it works great on arthritis. It works on my. I have osteo in my left pointer finger, and I'm on a maintenance program. I put it on like once every 3 weeks, and I have no swelling, no pain, no nothing anymore. So it's actually pretty. Arthritis is we found that it works the best with arthritis, and anybody with bad knees. That's another big winner for us.
Yeah, and I'm not using as much as I was before. I'm just using I'm letting it. I'm more sparingly this time than I was last time. I
Yeah,
was
you
pretty.
don't. Yeah, I tell you, you don't need a whole a fistful to put on your face. And people have this illusion that you have to put a lot on for it to work. You have to understand when you put that on your skin, it opens up your skin and it goes through your blood and straight to your bone. So you don't need to put a gaggle on there. You only need a little bit because as soon as that it penetrates and gets to the inflammation, it works immediately. There's no delay. And then if
Yeah,
you feel it wearing off, just reapply a little drop. Put a little drop on. You know, like I said, when I first started treating my arthritis, I was putting it on 2, 3, 4 times a day, and I did that for about a month. My swelling went down. The big red notch, the 1 inch notch on my finger turned into like it looks like no bigger than a freckle on my knuckle now. So
nice.
I put it mostly on my back, but I've been run over by a truck, and I have both types of scoliosis. So my back is pretty much trash to begin with, but it definitely brings me relief.
yeah,
No, Silver Scientist, it does not. It does. It's one of the best CBD creams you can use. I've used it before. I used it on my knees and my back.
there you go.
It's really, really good stuff. I'm using it on my jawline now to help with the pain from my bottom plate for my dentures. So I would, but no, it doesn't. It has no THC in it at all.
No,
It,
zero.
yeah,
Oh, Silver Scientist got a question for you. He says, does it interfere with any prescription drugs?
None whatsoever. Zero. In fact, the big meeting I got coming up on the 15th is with a local hospital. It's one of the biggest in South Orange County. Um, and it's a part of the hospital where it's people that are dying, but they're in pain all the time. So we're actually going in there and showing them they want to start carrying this stuff for people that are terminal, have uh, constant pain because they're in bed all the time. So we've shown them how this stuff works. They've been trying to get us in for 2 years. Well, now that they've eased up on everything, it'll be the first hospital in California that'll have CBD in the hospital. But I've already got.
Oh, congratulations, brother.
I'm so stoked because once the word gets out, this shows what's going on. Because I'm already in Florida, Alabama, Hawaii, and Georgia already. I'm already in 7 hospitals and I'm in over 75 wellness centers. Once these doctors see how it works, but my biggest argument for doctors is basically chiropractors. They say, "Well, why would I sell your product that's going to put me out of business?" I said, "Are you're
Yeah.
not always available for for your clients or your patients?" They call them. What happens on a Saturday when you're on your yacht and they're in pain right now? What are you going to do for them? Nothing. But if you prescribe this for them and say, hey, put this stuff on your back while, I'll be come see me on Monday, but this should help you ease your,
No,
discomfort.
just get you through. Get you through.
Get you through until you can get in. I mean, that's what it's for. I mean, what's crazy is when I tell people you got a headache, just put a little bit on your fingertips, your two pointer fingers, and just rub your temples and sit down for 5 minutes. It's insane how fast it works. Your headache goes away. If you have bad anxiety, you go to the dentist or whatever, you just rub a little bit on the back of your neck and sit down for 5 minutes. Until you do it, I can't explain it. And
Oh, I'm gonna have
my,
to try that.
my biggest case point is I went to Idaho to go see my best friend, and I brought my product out for him. I was all excited about it, and he did something to his tooth where he was in insane pain, and the doctor couldn't see him. I said, "Dude, take my stuff and rub it on the jaw." He refused to put it on, dude. He goes, "No, it's CBD." I go, "There's no THC. There's no metals in it. It doesn't go after your body." Blah blah blah. But, dude, 2 days he was in so much agony. He finally put it on, and we were playing cards. And I looked over at him and I said, "Hey, how's that tooth doing?" He goes, "Oh my God, the pain's gone." I said, "Yeah, okay, so that's maintenance." I go, "Put some more on right now." I said, "And then we'll play around the cards and put a little bit more on." His
Yeah.
tooth was so bad he was roll over in his bed and he would wake up from the pain in his tooth. The night that after 2 days he finally put it on, he got a first night's sleep. I go, "Look, dude, I'm telling you, I know it sounds like hocus pocus, but it's not, dude. It's the real deal. I wouldn't put my energy or my integrity on the line on something that was hocus pocus." So I brought him a couple bottles out, and now he just texts me. He goes, "Hey, can you send me some more?" So
So how much was that poker game?
it wasn't a poker game. We were playing. I forget the name of the game. It's a lot of fun though. We made. So I don't know if you guys know this. My wife and I like to cook. And we do different things. So during the holidays, we made a batch of moonshine while we were at his house. And then when we came home, we learned how to make it. So we made a batch here and we gave it away as Christmas gifts to all our neighbors and our friends. And I shipped a few out to. I sent some to Stack That Gold and Mike for Democracy.
Oh, so you're freaking sending illegal moonshine across state lines?
It's only illegal if I sell it, but I'm allowed to I'm allowed to give it away because there's so many people that said, "Oh, you're shipping booze across state lines." Yeah, I am, but it's something made from the
No, it's
heart.
legal. As long as you ain't making money off of it, you're good.
Nope, it was all a gift. Gooba Gary, I own a CBD company. I have only one of two companies that have what's called nanotechnology in CBD cream. Well, there you go. Yeah, so here's what stinks about owning this company. As the owner, I can't sit there and do what you're doing right now, Cartier.
Well, I can. So
Yeah,
fluff me up.
you're exactly right. So when we came out with this a few years ago, one lady put it on, and we had like the next day we had like 80 orders, and then the YouTube took it off the air and banned they banned the stream. But
If you need to freeze the video and read it later.
yeah, I'm not allowed to do that yet because if I
No,
do that,
the people out there can freeze the video and read it later. They can take a little snippet from it and read it later. You might need a magnifying glass, but
Hey, do you still have that card I sent? Do you still have the
or you
card
can
that
get
has?
that.
Well, all that does is that takes you to the COA. So all of so in the medical world, when you have a product like this, you can pay anybody to do a study on it, do a test on it, and give you the numbers. Well, I take all my stuff gets sent out to a state lab, and it's all done by what they call a third party. In other words, I can't go in there. Hey, here's my batch of cream, and here's $2,000. This is the numbers I need to see on that. That's why this industry's been hoarded out. So I've taken all that dispel away from my company and everything is above board. So like for instance, if I was to take that packet and put it on right now and talk about it, my bank would shut me down and I would lose my bank account immediately. So that's how regulated I am.
Well, yeah,
So
that's because you're dealing with fucking FDA and all that other kind of bullshit.
Well, that's the beauty of it. There are no metals. It's all natural products in my stuff. There's nothing illegal. There's no funky forms of any kind of foreign substance. There's no metals in it. When you put this on, it's called a topical because it's a cream. But at the end of this month, I'm going to have under the tongue, which is even faster than my cream. Um, it does not go after your heart, your liver, your stomach. It bypasses all your vital organs. So this is the most insane safe product, all natural, that you can ever talk about for having pain relief. Oop, I can't use that word. I can't use that word pain. Discomfort relief. That's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. So Goomba Gary, you can email me and I can send you some of my cream if you want to, brother. It's OOC Stacker 2 O's at gmail.com. And I'll put it in the chat for you too. But anybody that wants them, I will send you some zip packs. Exactly what Cartier's got. Anybody that's bought silver from me, I always throw in a couple extra packs for you guys to try it out. If you know somebody that's in pain, if you know somebody that has shingles, wait till you see this stuff work on shingles. It's insane. And if you heard about people talking about shingles, you know what I'm
Yeah, they
talking
got it all over the TV right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, if you're over 50, you already have the shingles virus in your system. Like I had shingles when I was like 24, 25. Actually I was a little bit older. I think I was like 28. Me and my ex-wife went
Oh,
on
good.
an anniversary trip to Key West, and I got hit with the shingles right on my lower back. It was the worst goddamn feeling. I would not put that on anybody.
There you go. Awesome. So I sent some to Silver Scientist. Dude, I'm glad you got it. I hope it helps, brother. Like I said, I'll send you free samples. I just want to hear if it helped you or not. So you're basically helping me with what they call a white paper. In other words, your own personal testimony and if it helped you or not. So I just got into this because when I retired, I said I want to do good for humanity and I want to leave a positive mark when I leave this earth. So I kind of went all in on this product because all of my research, I've yet to find anything negative. The only thing you can't do with this is which would fall under common sense. You don't go in for a knee surgery and go put this on an open wound, obviously.
OC, would you send this internationally? The pack?
I don't know. I haven't researched the laws on me. I'm safe to sell it in any U.S. state.
Yeah, but you're not selling it.
Humboldt, you could send it to Raspberry.
I could send it to
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
I can send it to you guys. What you do with it after that is beyond my control.
You could send it privately.
Yeah, will you send me another swag pack of it so I can send it to Raspberry?
Yes, email me your address again. So I'm because I get so many emails that I usually just throw once I do whatever I got to do, I get out of them so I know I took care of it. So just re-email me, who it's for, what's going on, and I'll put it in the mail.
Okay, no problem. I'll shoot that over to you tonight.
Awesome.
Actually, you know what? I'll just do it right now because I'm on my laptop. So.
Silver Scientist, you're too funny. Yeah, I hope it helps. Like I said, I've sent it to a lot of other people whose wives have bad backs. My wife, she'll work out in the yard all day, and she can't. When she comes in and sits down for 5 minutes, she can't pick up her arm over her shoulder, and I'll rub it on her shoulder. And she'll sit down, and she'll come out in the garage while I'm working on my computer, and she'll go, "Look, honey, I got full rotation again." I said, "I know, honey. This stuff is awesome. I love it." So I keep a 5-ounce bottle for the family. So if anybody has any need for it, they can just grab it.
So let me ask you a question. How do we get the big bottle?
Go to so on that white piece of paper I sent you has my website on there. So my website, if you hold my thing, it's Bionanics, but without the space in there. It's just bionanicscbd.com. And you can go right on there. And then if you go on there, the email goes, all the email that's on that website goes straight to me.
I got hooked up here. Yeah.
I don't know if it's on that one or if it's on. Did you get the big sheet I sent with you with all the instructions on it and all that kind of good stuff?
It's probably buried in my drawer right now.
Yeah, that's the piece.
I would have to look for it because I keep everything that I get,
and
so it's in my desk somewhere.
Yeah, I don't want to take a risk on putting it on a live with me being on here, so I can't do anything. But
No, that's understandable. Well,
yeah,
I can holler at you later. I'll give you a
actually,
call, give you a text.
humble, you got that one. I sent that card to you too. I usually I use that super sticky stuff to put that packet that you're showing on TV onto that card, and that card on the back side of it has the website on there and you can go in there and you can see all the research. I have all the diagrams. It explains how it works, why it works.
Oh, see, I'll look for it, but ultimately, man, the gold was the packet. I really wasn't looking through the paperwork too much, man. I was really looking for the relief.
Yeah,
I'm
but most people do, but I do that so that you guys get well informed about it, so you understand. So when I
I
said,
do, dude. I've read it before, but I don't know if I have it still. I might have discarded it.
It's in here somewhere.
Okay.
I keep everything.
I don't have that kind of space. I have to save it for my copper.
Hey, Deneen, and I sent some to Deneen when she had her knee surgeries and stuff too. So I
Yep.
sent some. I sent some to Happy Tiger. She was going through some stuff. Her parents were going through some stuff. I sent them a whole big handful of it and said, "Here, I hope it helps you
Raspberry,
guys."
I'll get you some. Hi, Deneen.
But I keep everything. So
Already sent the
it,
email.
it's in here somewhere.
So humble, what I'll
Okay.
do, I'll send you multiples when I send it to you. If you want to send it to wherever you're going to send it to,
Yeah,
that way they have it and it's on there. And
no
I got to
problem.
make business cards. I just haven't got to it yet.
Okay.
And I'll have a QR code on there that you can just scan it. It'll take you straight to my website.
Oh, Sherry Ward's Cooter Queen
Oh, that's funny.
COA.
Hope you feel, yeah. Hope you feel better, honey.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I got it. It's in here somewhere. I keep everything.
yeah, no raspberry. I'll get you some, honey. Don't worry about it.
So Raspberry's a female, correct?
Yes.
Half the time I never figure this stuff out. I don't. I just assume most people are.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I
And
know this.
she's
I mean,
and she's in the UK too, so it's
And
hard for her. Like if she orders something on Amazon, half the time they won't ship it to her because she's in the UK and she has to use a different type of Amazon like platform. And then if they do ship it to her, they charge her like to get a pack of Tootsie Rolls that I can go to the dollar store and pick up for $1.25. It costs her like 12.50 bucks. It's insane.
Holy
It's
man!
crazy.
yeah, because I think it was I want to say it was Rocca, and I was
Rocka
like,
Moss.
"Hey, dude, how's everything going?" She's like, "I'm not a dude." Like, well, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Gooba, I think you have my email. We chatted before about some organs and peace dollars a while back. So yeah, that's not a problem at all. I'll be happy to send you some, brother. And I know I didn't know Rocka was I thought it was a guy forever too. So you're not alone in that camp. So
No,
Yeah,
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard with all the names. It really is. I mean, once you start knowing people, and
yes,
but when you're first starting out, I'm new. I mean, I've been on one here like 2 years now.
yeah, and if we're getting
So
technical, if I put in OC Stacker, you're not gonna know if I'm male or female. But obviously, I've been around enough that people know. But like Rakamas, how do you interpret that to be a male or female?
yeah, you really
And then
can't
like
tell.
and then here's
Pretty.
another one. What about Renee and me that's in the chat? Isn't that a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend? I think too.
yeah, that's John and Renee. But
John
John
and Renee.
usually uses the website.
So
Renee will
so
come on once in a while.
so it's mostly John when it says Renee and me. That's mostly John.
Yeah, it's
Now,
mostly John.
are they husband and wife or what?
Yes.
Okay. See, like I said, part of YouTube is you discover something new about all these people that are in our same community as time goes by. I see Renee and me all over the place. I see them in Stack That Gold. I see them over on MLZB. So, hello.
Ellie, I don't remember if I thought you were a dude or not. There was too many people. There was too many people who thought Ellie was a sweetheart and always blowing hearts at her. So I kind of like picked up automatically that Ellie was a girl.
Okay, so Raspberry's saying we can call her Melody. Well, it's kind of hard to remember that when you see the names in there. That's hard for me personally. Hey, good to see you, Stuart.
And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's not Ellie, it's Elle.
I just call her Ellie Ellie.
So it's LL.
It's Elle.
Well,
Just Elle.
Well, everybody calls her Ellie.
yeah.
I know. I clarified one time to make sure.
It's okay.
What's up, B. Waller?
Yes, Yankee started Ellie. Yeah, I remember something about that. You're not alone with the OCD, Renee and me. And Stuart's hilarious too, by the way. I enjoy you, Stuart. Don't ever change. I have fun with him in every chat I get into.
Well, obviously, I'm a man who identifies with a penis.
There you go.
It's him, and that's it.
There you go.
There is no other. There is no other. Shit going on.
There you go.
I live in Washington, so I have the right, as a Washingtonian, to identify as a toaster.
There you go.
I just bought a toaster a couple weeks ago. Well, last week.
Hey,
I cannot be bought, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Good night, Raspberry, aka Melody.
Night, Raspberry.
Hey, Cartier, I texted you the website, so you have it.
Yeah,
on
I
your
saw
phone.
something pop up.
Yeah, that was for
but
me.
it's on my phone. I can't answer it right now.
Well,
But
yeah,
I'll get back with you.
Yeah, but humble, you guys. I don't know if I humble. I don't know if do. I have your phone number? I think I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we've talked on the phone before, bro.
Yeah, I'll shoot you over the same thing, and then if you want to share it with Raspberry, I don't have Raspberry's number. I chat with Ellie all the time, so if she needs something, she knows to reach out and just ask. I'll send her whatever she wants.
Raspberry and I, because she's in the UK, we talk through Discord on video chat, and it's free.
Nice.
It's free.
Very
We
nice.
just have to have internet, so we chat that way instead.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so that's how we chat. We talk all the time, actually, Raspberry and I. So
Very nice.
So yeah.
So when you going across the pond to go meet and go hang out and have some fun?
Well, I can barely even get out of the state, let alone cross out of the country, bro.
I'm having a little fun with you, Humble.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I have a hard time crossing the border to Oregon. So, but typically when I do stuff like that, I'd like to take the kids with me.
Sure.
So when I take vacation, the kids take vacation with me. Pretty much any time I really have off, other than my day off during the week, I have my kids with me if I can. So I just I do everything I can to absorb as much time with them as I can because I know I won't have it forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very
true.
They don't know this, but I do because I remember what it was like with my dad. So I'm just trying to absorb as much time as I can with them and be as influential in a positive way. You know what I mean? To try to deepen them roots some. Strengthen them moral fibers.
Let's see what we can do. Because I'm responsible for Bellows and Gatita. I got those two hooked up. She called me up. She's like, "Could you send Mr. Bellows my information so we can talk?" I'm like, "Of course, honey.
Are you?
and we
What
have
are you talking? What are
and
you
we haven't
talking
seen
about?
and we haven't seen Bello since.
Yeah, she's got him locked in the basement or between her legs.
Yeah, but no, you guys. Raspberry has. She's married to Chris, and they have kids, and they've got a family and stuff. There's. I'm
Oh,
not. Yeah, no. There's no chance. No, I'm not talking about getting with Raspberry at all. But
Oh,
going
okay.
on and meeting her or anybody else, that would be cool. But no, never, nothing like
well,
that.
no,
Oh hell,
no,
you got a lot more people in the states to meet before you can go meet Raspberry.
Oh yeah, see that's
Shit,
what I'm
you
saying.
better meet me first, you little fucker.
That's what I'm saying. I can barely even cross the border to get to Oregon, let alone across the pond to go to fucking see somebody like Raspberry. You know what I mean? I can barely afford, for what I do and what I play everything pretty close to the chest,
yeah,
pretty
which is good.
close. You
Humble,
know?
you're in Nevada, right?
No, I'm in Washington State.
In Washington
Oh, you are in
State.
Washington. Why did I think?
So all of my medals from now on will be bought through you, OC, so I don't have to pay the Washington State tax.
That's mostly why I tell people that's why I do a good business because I don't have to worry about that stuff. And
So
that's what. And with me living in California, I can't do any business with any of the big chain. I can't SD, JM, any company that sells metals unless I spend 2 grand with them. You know, to avoid tax. And I just said, what happens if I don't have 2 grand, but I still want to stack? Hence, this is why it's great that in California we have coin shows. So we just go to the coin shows.
yeah, but with the new tax, it made a $4,400 Eagle $4,800. Because it's a new 10% tax on top of the precious metals. So
Yeah.
if I were to get the Eagle at 4,400 walking in the door, I'm paying 48 by the time I walk out the door with tax.
Yeah, it's insane. I just don't. Here again, I'm going to use my same bank analogy. That's like me walking in with $100 bill and I want 5 20s, but they're going to keep one of them because it's the government dipping their hands in your pocket. That's I think. How do you tax money? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. There's no
Yeah,
politician. There's no lawmaker. Yeah, I would love to sit down with Newsom and have him explain to me in logical terms how if our money is based on silver and gold, which obviously I know that we're off the gold standard, but we have a measure from the metals on how things are. Well, look at what we're talking about. Why do you think there's so many channels on YouTube about it? Our money is based off of gold and silver at the end of the day.
yeah. They just invoked that tax, B. Waller, January 1st for Washington State.
Well, I
That,
can tell anybody. I can tell anybody that's listening. I've dealt with OC, and I bought several ounces of gold, and I bought a bunch of freaking silver from him,
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's cool as hell. I mean,
Yeah, I
I'm
treat everybody fair,
I
man. And
can't
like I
say
said,
I can't say enough about you, brother. I can't.
I, and I appreciate that, brother. But like I said, Supreme Ginger Stacker, Cartier, or I mean, Capital Currency, now FG Stacker. Anybody that does pours in the community, man, like I said, I try to support and do the best I can, and be proficient at how I sell things, pack things, deliver things. I mean, you're all witness to my packaging. Ain't nobody got
Oh hell
anything but good
yeah!
pack. My stuff
This
doesn't
man can
move.
make a package. I'll tell you what. You better have a knife handy and a razor blade and some scissors and everything else.
and hope you don't cut where you're opening up.
It doesn't matter. You're not gonna unless you stab through the box. You're that's about the only way you're gonna damage it. But
No, you
I
got to
get
go through like several pack. You got to go through several packages before you get down to the nitty gritty.
oh, exactly. Yeah, I make it so that it's foolproof. I put the anything that I don't. I very rarely sell anything slabbed, but if I do, I wrap it in that foil so they can't scan it. So somebody scans the boxes and all that stuff. That um, um, Frostbite Coins did an excellent video and teaching people, showing people what to put around those things if you ever ship those. I had no idea until I watched that live, and I chat with them.
Really, I never heard about that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Go to Frostbite Coins and look up what's the thumbnail for that?
You can
I got
actually
it.
go to NGC and go to their website and scan any of their points if it's got the UFG code thing that scans out on it. It'll read it on the thing from a distance and tell you what it is. They can scan the package before they even deliver it. So your mail carrier, if he was wise, can do it.
Yeah, because all they have to do is take their cell phones and go over
Yep.
your package, and if you have anything from NGC, CAC, or PCGS that has that new
That
whatever
new
it is that
technology, yeah,
yep, they,
it'll show you. It'll show you what it is.
yep, it'll
What
tell
do
you
you do?
exactly
Just
what's in
wrap
that
it in
box.
tinfoil or something, or?
No, you put it in the same. You put it in the same electromagnetic wrapping paper that they do like circuit boards when they ship them in the mail or electronic pieces.
Oh yeah, like I'm gonna know anything about that.
That's what you're talking about, right, OC?
Yeah, yeah, you wrap the slab itself in that aluminum or just over where the chips at, but I would just buy the whole package and slip it in
I
there
would
so
do
that
the whole thing too.
yeah, yeah. So when I do that, I'll do that, and then I'll put aluminum foil around it, and then I'll saran
Would
wrap it,
that
and then
be
I
something
pack.
like this?
No, that's not going to work.
No, I'm just saying. I've had people ship me stuff like this
Oh yeah, I get that stuff
with
all the time,
that
but you
Yeah,
that
can't
that's
put
foil
it.
package.
yeah, that's just a shiny package.
Yeah.
Just a shiny package.
So
Yeah,
this is what I'm hoping President Trump can do. He can take the gun laws and for concealed carry be good from Florida to California to Maine. Also, there should be no tax on precious metals all over the US of A. I don't think it's fair that some states do it and some states don't. Because if we're all Americans, why do some Americans have to pay taxes on metals but others don't? How is that fair?
Right?
So
dude, I
that's my
get it. I get
that,
it. But I'll tell you what, if for some reason they show a huge amount of revenue from this, there's going to be more states jumping on it right away unless they kibosh it after the first year.
are you guys privy to the Citizens for Sound Money movement? What's going on with
Yes,
that? Have you guys heard anything?
yes.
That needs to happen if you guys want to contribute to something or help something move along to help us. Daniel, he does a good job, so I think we're gonna get him on Surfer's channel soon. He's a good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
anti-static boards,
yeah.
anti-static tags.
I'm with you, Ellie. This is what gripe I had hearing. So this is all over the U.S., but I'll explain when I owned my car dealership and I owned the shop in the back. I had 24 hoists, all kinds of machinery. So when I opened up my shop, I spent $250,000 in machinery to get my shop open. And every year I have to pay what's called a user tax. Or do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
That so basically what happens is I use a brake lathe to do a brake job. I use a hoist to hoist the cars up. Well, that's a user tax, which means I use that machine to make money. Therefore, they tax me on it every year, which every year. So that's bullshit. And then property taxes. I already bought this house and paid taxes on it. Why is it every year I got to pay more property taxes? That's another thing that they take advantage of the working man. I don't think that's right. So, Ellie, I'm with you on that. There's a lot of things that aren't unfair, but we live with. But I think we could, there's a lot
Oh,
that can be done to improve so that more people can get into homes and whatever instead of renting their whole lives.
see, you need to move your ass down here to Florida because we're getting rid of all that shit.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I
if you
mean,
talk,
believe me,
if you
if there's
follow
one thing,
DeSantis and all the stuff that he's doing in the state of Florida, all
uh,
this crap about property taxes, he wants to get rid of it.
yeah, DeSantis is phenomenal. So this is what I'm willing to do right now. I'm willing to give you Newscomb and $100, and we'll just swap governors. What do you say?
Yeah, no, you can keep his ass.
How about a tube of? I'll throw
Fucking
in a tube of Silver Eagles.
no, keep him, keep him.
Well, hold on
He's
a second.
destroyed California. He's
Oh,
Uh,
literally destroyed California.
hold
dude,
All
on a
those
he
second.
wildfires were because
He
that
did,
dumb son of a bitch dumped all the freaking water in the ocean.
he did
oh then
say
they
it to the
well,
Eagles.
and then he fired all the mechanics that keep the trucks going on. They had over 400 trucks in service that were waiting to be worked on that couldn't go out and help fight the fight. Dude, this was a. If you don't think this is a planned event, you're sorely mistaken. I mean, look at this
No,
dumbass
it's a
Mayor Bass. I
buyout.
mean,
They wanted
yeah,
everybody to lose their property so they can take it over.
yeah, and now they took the land back, and now they're going to build affordable housing. Why would you take the prime real estate in California and turn it into the swamp and turn it into low income housing? I mean, how on any level does that make sense? None.
Nothing makes sense on the left. Nothing. I'm
I'm
sorry. I
I'm
don't
willing to
want to
sit
get
down and talk with
political, but if you pay attention to anything nowadays, I mean, seriously, I mean, Minnesota is fucking rioting like crazy right now because, some stupid woman who tried to run down a freaking ICE agent got shot.
So,
Well, you played a stupid game, you got a stupid prize.
here, you want OC's take on that one? You're gonna love this one. She just got Ashley Babbitt, is what she got.
Yep.
That's exactly what she got. Here's a lesbian, green-haired mother of three, thinking that she's gonna f around and find out and block ICE officers. What responsible
Yeah,
parent does
she
that?
was
Number one.
doing it. She was doing it all day long.
Yeah,
And
and
then
and
she finally freaking drove at him, and she got the prize.
yeah,
Sorry.
she got the prize of FAFO, and I could care less. I feel bad for her kids, but maybe this is God's will that, hey, maybe those kids don't need to be in that environment. Maybe there's something better out there for them, and that had to happen. You can't, I mean, what responsible parent does that? Here, I'm going to leave you with a babysitter. I'm going to go jump in the van, and I'm going to go harass police all day. What on any level of a responsible parent does that category fall under? I'm willing to talk
Exactly.
to, I'm willing to listen to anybody that has a decent, logical explanation for what happened. I'm sorry.
Sit
That
down and talk to me and explain how you feel. I mean, I had a very leftist roommate once before. Not Jeff, but one of the other guys. And I would talk to him, it's like, explain to me why you think the way you think, and I would counteract everything that he would come up with and be like, oh, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. It's like, you're reading
yeah.
hot points. You're reading speaking points. That's all you're doing. I said, have you ever actually sat down and watched the real video, the real tape, and figured it out by yourself? I mean, this is where so many people get screwed up. It's like, figure it out for yourself. Don't watch the mainstream media. I mean, if you want to watch the mainstream media, fine. But go back and look at other things.
Yeah.
Get the whole picture before you make a decision. These people just go off. It's like, oh, they put out a hot point. Oh, that's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say all day long. Oh, Hitler,
Yeah.
Hitler, Hitler, Hitler. This or that.
Yeah. Fascist,
Stop.
racist. Oh, I'm so sick of it
Look for
all.
yourself. Look for yourself.
Yeah.
Use your own goddamn mind and figure it out.
Hey, I'm gonna give
It's
a
not
shout out to.
hard.
I'm gonna say shout out to Kanye. I talk to him and see him all the time in chats, and now you can hear my voice, Kanye. Nice to see you. But I'm with you, dude. Like I said, I mean, what part of logic does that fall under, so that we can understand what makes you think chasing police around and interfering with their job is legitimate on that any level? Does that mean you're going to teach those three kids to go out there and go wear their old shoes into Kmart and go swap them for new ones and walk out? Is that what you're teaching your kids? I mean, good
That's
lord, maybe
insane.
common sense spankings. You spank your kid and they're going to call child protective services on you. Your kid at 8 years old decides he wants to go from a boy to a girl. They don't have to get the parents' permission. On what level does that fall under that? This is giving the government too much power. They need to back the
How
F
many
off.
how many how many little kids out there say, "Hey, I want to be a pirate"? You cut the fucking kid's leg off? No. You say, "Oh, that's cute. Here, let me get you an eye patch."
Yeah. Hey, let's take a poll on how many people got a tattoo and regret it. Let's start with that. Hey, I was 16. I was drunk with my friends, and I went into a tattoo bar. Or I was in the
Right?
military, and it always has something to do with booze, weed, and waking up the next morning with regrets.
Yeah, but when you're talking about physically cutting off your penis or cutting off your boobs or something
Yeah,
like, and doing all these drugs, that are going to affect you for the rest of your life, and you're never going to be able to have a child. You're never going to be able to, produce sperm to, make a child. I mean, what the fuck is the matter with these people?
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'm telling you, dude, common sense is becoming a
This is
commodity,
like
just like
Island of Dr. Moreau. Seriously, it's just like Island Dr. Moreau. Let's just build some creatures and see what the fuck they come out to be.
Yeah. We'll just throw them out and see what happens. We're going to throw a plate of spaghetti at the wall and we're going to see what sticks.
OC, I love you, brother.
Humble, you're being awful quiet, brother. Is that you agreeing with us?
No, dude, my stomach is just like flip flopping on me right now. I'm taking big deep breaths.
Oh. Did you have a rough dinner or no dinner?
Dude, I don't know. Just a wave hit me just now, and like, dude, I feel
Go
like
drop it. Go drop it. Get rid of it.
No, that's not it.
Carter,
No,
you're too funny,
my
brother.
stomach, I just got a heat wave over me, almost like I felt like I was gonna pass out for a second.
Damn.
We are at like
Don't be stroking out.
2 hours and 20 minutes. Well, I had an aneurysm 9 years ago, and the stroke didn't kill me. I didn't have a stroke. I got lucky, so I don't think that's going on again. But no, I just had a weird rush over me. I'm feeling a little better now, but it was I was quiet because I was trying to keep myself from falling over.
Well, heck, it's
Go puke. Go puke. Take a shit. You'll feel better.
Yeah, so you're on Pacific time too, right? In Washington?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So it's almost 12 o'clock where you're at too.
Yeah. I do have to work tomorrow, but
2:48 right here.
That's a 4-letter word.
Work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time it is.
Well, we can call it. Like I said, I gotta go. I gotta get up. I got. When I ran to LA today, I put a lot of things in the back burner that I need to get going on tomorrow. So anybody that sent me an email, I'll get to it in the morning. And I'll get the packages out. I usually package first thing in the morning because my postal girl comes by about between 10:30 and 11:15. So I have it usually ready, and she always picks it up at the house. So I'll have it out tomorrow for you guys.
For sure. I already emailed you, so. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for coming out.
Let me know what you want to do. If you want to do some horse trading for that Libertad, I'll send you some cream. And if you want any of those things I showed you, let me know, and I can get it out tomorrow to you. But I know you got to work tomorrow, so let me know.
All right, we'll talk. All right, Cartier, thanks for popping up. I appreciate you.
All right, everybody.
Everybody in chat, thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate all you guys. You all rock. All part of the Humbles Heroes and the Metal Mob. OC is starting to become more and more of a celebrity on YouTube, which we already was, but now he's starting to come up on stage a whole lot more. So thank you, OC. I appreciate you.
No worries, brother.
On a lot of stuff, brother. Thank you. I'll probably see you all tomorrow. I'll always see you in the streams if I don't see you on live tomorrow. Thank you guys again. We'll see you all later.
All right, brother.
And remember next week, well, this Sunday, we're going to put off the Pac-Man until next week when Liberty comes back, so he can do the giveaway the way he wants to do it. So this gives you time to go back to Liberty's post and make sure that you make a comment in there so you can be enrolled in winning the prize.
What happened to Liberty? Did he have to go out of town or something, or did something come up?
Yeah, he had a family.
His son is in California, and he's going to go out there. He's and see him for a bit.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
So
if you guys chat with him, if you find out if he's in Southern California, have him to look me up, and we'll go grab some lunch or something.
Yeah, I'll tell him to message you.
There you go. Perfect.
But yeah, that's what's going on there. So he's not going to be there Sunday, so it'll be me and Cartier over on my channel. Other than that, you guys, it'll be open floor, so if somebody wants to hop up, they can. Yeah, you guys have a great night. Thank you all for being here. Stack what you can when you can. A dime or a quarter if you have to. But yeah, stack what you can. You guys all have a great night. Appreciate you all
Awesome.
for being here.
Yep. Good night,
Y'all
everybody.
keep on keeping on.
We'll see you all later.
Take care.